This is Bob and Kitty Belendez. We're going to demonstrate how to prepare Fortuniana cuttings to be rooted during the winter. We've just received bundles of Fortuniana rootstock from UC Davis in Sacramento, and they're virus-free. So Bob is going to open up this bundle of 50 right here. He's going to open it up with his knife. And then what he's going to do next is he's going to de-eye the bottom part of it, because we don't want those eyes that are going to be going under the soil. We don't want them to grow suckers. So he's going to do several of these right now. He's going to show you how he's de-eyeing them. He's leaving a couple up on the top because we need that to make these grow. And during the winter, when we get cuttings, it's December right now, there are no leaves on them because they're dormant. When we do this in the summer, like July, there are leaves. So he's done several of those. Now, what he's going to do next is he is going to scrape off the bottom end of a stem with his knife. He's going to scrape it off, and because that's going to help that to root. And he's going to then cut the bottom to refresh that stem because it's been in transit for a couple of days. So he's going to cut it off, and then he's going to dip it in the Hormex number 8, which is what I prefer. He's going to shake it off real good. You don't want too much. Now he's going to push it into the potting soil there. It's 50-50 perlite and a good potting soil. And he's going to tamp it down. Those are little 2-inch pots. Now there he is again, going to cut off the bottom. He's going to take his knife. I think he can go up a little higher, as much as about an inch even, because you want a good surface that you're going to dip in that root tone. There he goes. He's going to put that in there, this other pot, push it down really good. Now we'll do one more. And then what we're going to do next is we are going to water those pots really well. You want them really wet. And this time of year, we're just going to put them out in the sun because it's pretty cold and we want them to have lots of sunlight. During the summer, we would have to put it in a misting box. And so he has all these to do. We've already done a bundle of 50. This is our second bundle of 50. And we're going to have to put them in a tray of some kind and get them watered. And again, we'll just put them straight out into the sun, and we will water them every day. We don't have to mist them, as I said, this time of year. So that's kind of what we do, and hopefully within about 6 to 8 weeks they will start rooting. It is slower this time of year. During the summer, it only takes about 3, 4, or 5 weeks to root, or start rooting anyway. And then by spring, say April, May, we'll be ready to do the chip budding onto this rootstock. So that's pretty much what we do, how we do this. And for cuttings of other types of roses, like minis, floribundas, hybrid teas, we wouldn't do that this way. We could do this in the winter also, but we do it slightly different than this. So this is particularly having to do with Fortuniana rootstock during the winter.